Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi LiveENODING. So this is another look and another try at trying to recreate this alien tower by Syziph. So this one in particular is probably a little bit more complex, but still pretty easy to understand. So if you look at it from here, this one actually have a little bit more pattern. Um, so let's see how I create this. I'm not gonna build it from scratch this time, and I just gonna jump into the monad first of all. So inside the monad, I start with a plane. Basically, the plane will create a grid. Let's make it 4 by 4, and with this grid, I'm here. I'm actually kind of moving the noise, but moving the noise is just to add the variations. Here what's interesting is actually how I'm using the distance to create this kind of noise. The noise itself probably is something that I need to explain using a texture. Let me try actually using a texture viewer. So vector turbulence, plug into this guy, and let's see if this can create something. Probably because we have multiple data, this is not gonna work. So anyhow, don't worry about the texture thing. Basically with a plane, and then I'm comparing the distance of each and every plane with this guy, and then with the distance I'm using it to with vector turbulence to generate like a random value, and I'm then using it for the scaling of a cylinder. So instead of a box, here I'm using cylinder, and cylinder of course can be anything, can be triangle, but if I make it with enough points, it's gonna be this kind of like circular, kind of like a cheese. Um, but yeah, basically it's a noise controlling the scaling of each duplicates of the cylinder, and on top of that I'm using a monad to build the array. And now if I increase the stepping, I can kind of make this kind of structure. So kind of a little bit more esoteric, a little bit more complex perhaps, but yeah, I think this is interesting. Anyhow, let's make it 6 by 6. Did I increase the number as well? So that's controlling the height. So the tower is being controlled from the outside. Oh, I'm controlling based on the frame. So that's the noise, and let's get back to this. Control the height. There you go. This one is a slightly more complicated, but still interesting, and you can really study this random seed. Perhaps I need to also plug in the random seed to the monad so I can have like a random turbulence for each one of them. Try this. So vectorize and split, we have 41 objects, so we need 41 of this random number as well. So see if there are any difference. Might not be as visible. Maybe with this one I didn't quite make it so it looks random. I can increase the frequency, but I think the vector noise actually does it. Okay, I need to plug in the noise here, and yeah, this one is particularly complicated, but because I'm generating random noise at the same time I'm vectorizing each and every array, but you get this more interesting alien looking kind of a tower, or kind of like a pole to support a building. But yeah, so this is just another way I'm trying to create this. What I really like about this one is, of course, the pattern. This one is probably simpler than I thought. I have a feeling Syziph is actually using just a smooth modifier of some sort, and then randomize the vertex weight. But anyhow, this is just another ways we can generate this tower. This one might be a little bit more complicated, but there you go. Hopefully you find it useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you again. Thank you. Bye.